I seek refuge of God from Satan, the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the world. Hello everyone, welcome to English Lessons, Mega Goal 3, Unit 1, Lesson 1, Grammar, page number 8. Our lesson today under title Auxiliary Verbs. Auxiliary Verbs. Auxiliary verbs work together with main verbs. The most common auxiliary verbs are do, have, and verb to be. We use do with negative statements and questions, and with affirmative and negative short answers. In the case of negative, you can use doesn't. Doesn't after he, she, it. You can say he doesn't like social networking. He doesn't like. It doesn't like. Muhammad doesn't like. Also, we use do in the case of question. In the case of question, before do I, do you, do they, do we, and so on. In the case of question, do you send lots of text messages? And end your question with a question mark. In the case of yes, you can say yes, I do. In the case of no, you can say no, I don't. Also, in the case of question, but in the past, you can begin your question with did. Did Thomas answer your email? Did. Use did with did I. Did you, did they, did we, did with all pronouns. In the case of answer, if the answer yes, you can say yes, yes, he did. If the answer no, you can say no, he didn't. Also, we will speak about auxiliary verb have. Use verb to have with present perfect and past perfect, affirmative and negative statements. Present perfect formed with have, has, plus past participle, and past perfect composed with had plus past participle. In the case of negative, you can say she has not. We use has here before after the pronoun she. She has not created and put past participle. In the case of question, begin your question with has. Has she, subject, and past participle. Has she posted any photos yet? In the case of yes, you can say yes, she what? She has. In the case of no, you can answer the question using no, she hasn't or has not. In the case of question with plural pronouns, begin your question with have you, have they, have we. Have you charged your cell phone? In the case of question, you will answer about yourself. You can say yes, I have. Or if in the case of no, you can say no, I haven't. Also, we use verb to be. Verb to be. Verb to be in present composed of am, is, are. In the past, was or were. We use verb to be with progressive, affirmative, and negative statements, question and short answers. In progressive, am, is, are, plus verb plus ing. In the case of past progressive, we use was or were plus verb plus ing. She is or she is not answering verb plus ing her cell phone. She is not answering her cell phone. In the case of question, begin your sentence with is. Is your cell phone working? If the answer is yes, you can say yes, it is. If the answer no, you can say no, it isn't. He was using his brother's cell phone yesterday. This in the past progressive. He was, verb use and plus ing. He was using his brother's cell phone yesterday. Were you, in the case of question, were you surfing the internet last night? In the case of yes, you can say yes, I was. In the case of no, no, I was not or wasn't. Also use a verb to be with passive. Use verb to be with passive affirmative, and the negative statements, questions, and the short answers. The internet is or is not used by millions of people. In the case of question, begin with where. Were you given a password, past participle. The internet is not used, past participle. Verb to be followed with the verb in the case of past participle. Where you also give transferred into past participle in the case of passive voice. In the case of the answer, you can say yes, I was, or no, I wasn't. Now, circle the auxiliary verb in each sentence. Number one, we are downloading an antivirus right now. Where is the auxiliary verb here? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. The auxiliary verb here is are. Number two, I don't check my email when I am on vacation. The auxiliary verb here is do. Number three, online newspapers have become more popular than print newspaper. The auxiliary verb here is have. Number four, did you send here a message? The auxiliary verb here, yes, yes, did. Number five, the internet is used by millions of people each year. The auxiliary verb here is. Number six, my grandmother had never used the internet before last week. The auxiliary verb here is had. Number seven, we have been online for a long time. The auxiliary verb here in this sentence is have. The last question in our lesson today, write yes or no question. Use this information to make a question using the previous information. The sentence saying, I am shutting the computer down now. I am shutting. I am, and the verb shut plus ing. You must determine the tense of the sentence before answering. This sentence in present progressive. The answer, the question will be, are you shutting the computer right now? And put question mark. Number two, he found lots of good resources. He as a subject and found the past from the verb find. He found lots of good resources for his essay online. This sentence is in the past tense. We will begin this sentence with did. The answer will be, did he find lots of good resources for his essay online? And put question mark. Number two, she usually turns her cell phone off before class. This tense is present simple. Present simple. Put s before the subject is she. We form the question in the case of present simple using does. Does. The answer will be, does she usually turn her cell phone off before class? And put question mark. Number three, she has had that bicycle for a long time. She's is here is abbreviation for has and followed with past participle. Past participle. She's had that bicycle for a long time. We form present perfect by beginning our question with has she had that bicycle for a long time. Again, has she had that bicycle for a long time, and put end your question with question mark. Number 4, she is not answering his phone. He is not answering. Present progressive. Why? This sentence composed of is and the verb answer followed with ing, present progressive. We make a question in present progressive by using begin with is he not answering his phone and put question mark. Number 5, she has posted photos on her website. She has posted photos on her website. Has posted past participle. Has and past participle. This sentence is in present perfect. We begin present perfect in the case of yes and no question with has. The question will be, has she posted photos on her website? And put question mark. Number 6, we have downloaded the program we were looking for. We have followed with past participle. This sentence also in the case of present perfect. We begin the question in present perfect with have. Have you downloaded the program you were looking for? Have you downloaded the program you were looking for? And end your question with the question mark. I'd like to thank you very much. We will meet again. Bye.